from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Forecaster John Bordash back with you here in the Storm Center. I have a feeling some of you might be thinking, I thought you were going to bed and getting some rest. Well, a little bit of a plot twist here, a little bit of a change of script. That doesn't seem too likely right now. We are watching the potential for an additional tornado threat, and we highlighted this a little bit earlier today, but that potential for some weak spin-up tornadoes even overnight tonight. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about it. And hello, everyone. I'm Forecaster John Bordash here with you to give you the latest update here on the remnants of Ida and the potential we have across our region to see impacts tonight going into tomorrow. On the wide regional radar, you're able to see the twisting and turning of the rain as the remnants of Ida work through parts of Kentucky and Tennessee right now. You can see that right down here near Knoxville. This area here in the red sorry, that is the train I live in front of. This red area here, these red counties, that is a tornado watch until 3 o'clock. And if we zoom in, we do have several, right now just one, but we have had several tornado warnings across parts of central Virginia. I am watching this area here as it pushes north and east because this will be moving into our region between about midnight and 4 a.m. And we have seen several cells embedded in this that have shown strong signs of rotation. And right now we have a cell that is really catching my eye just south of Charlottesville, Virginia. And I know typically we don't talk about Charlottesville, Virginia, but it's this area down here south. I believe this is I-64 here south of Charlottesville that is showing some impressive signs of rotation. I want to see if I can't just get this loaded up here. This is a look at our velocity mode here on radar. This shows us, A, how strong winds are, and B, in which direction they're blowing. And right now, and I need to get my screens kind of fixed here a second. My apologies if this looks a little weird. So what we're watching with this storm down here, and I'll tell you in a second how this relates back to us, but what we are looking at right now are winds going this way where we have these red colors, and where we have these green colors, winds going this way. This is a tight rotation signature right now south of Charlottesville, and I would be surprised if this wasn't at least trying to produce a tornado or a funnel cloud. And we can see that here clearly, that hook on radar, and all of these storms down here, these are all generally working in this direction. So this is going to try to bring in the potential for 1 or 2 weak spin-up tornadoes overnight tonight. What I will do is take you over to the Futurecast we were showing earlier today. This rendered earlier, but this hasn't done a bad job. I mean, this is for midnight tonight. You can see where it has that rain there in southern parts of Virginia, south on the bottom left-hand part of your screen, that should be. And actually, coming back over here, we do now have a brand new tornado warning in effect for parts of Charlottesville. Radar continues to indicate strong signs of rotation here, and this is a part of this storm structure that will be coming closer towards our region overnight. We have a brand new tornado warning here for parts of Charlottesville. This goes until midnight tonight. Coming back over here, though, to our Futurecast, like we were showing it, it's picking up on that rain we currently have across the region, and you can see how those storms that blow up between now and about 1 o'clock, how those by 2 o'clock are moving closer towards our region, and by about 3, 4 o'clock, you can see how Futurecast tries to put this into our area. This specific run of the model puts this in PG County, but that potential could be anywhere in our region overnight tonight. These storms will not discriminate based on location. Do I think everyone is going to see a tornado tonight? No. But I do think that potential is there for 1 or 2 spin-ups here in southern Maryland overnight tonight. And this is on top of tomorrow afternoon's threat. So this is separate. Just because if we see stuff tonight, that doesn't mean we're in the clear for tomorrow. We are still on track to see heavy rain and a tornado threat tomorrow. And especially rare tornado threat for parts of our region, given how high the outlook currently is. Right now, we have no tornado watches, no tornado warnings, nothing in our region right now. Just the flash flood watch that goes into effect tomorrow. Right now, we don't have much rain falling in our area. But as these storms down here to the south and west, and let me go ahead and put this radar mosaic on here for you so I can give you a 2-hour loop. As these you can see the general motion here moving to the northeast as these continue to track up, and we will see additional storm development on the southern side. we will have to watch these storms to rotate. These storms are primed to rotate, and there won't be much stopping these storms from doing so. So these storms will need to be watched. We had tornado warnings at the beginning of this loop. You can see down here in the Roanoke area. We had those pink polygons there. We had a couple of tornado warnings at 1.3 just north of Lynchburg, between Lynchburg and Charlottesville. And now we have this tornado warning for Charlottesville and this orange polygon, which is a severe thunderstorm warning, but with the tag of a possible tornado for the orange polygon. So right now, the highest tornado risk overnight tonight will be for these red shaded counties. This is where the tornado watch is until 3 a.m. But this tornado threat will expand outside of this, and the National Weather Service, if I can actually turn off all these layers and give you a look here, has placed our region in an elevated tornado threat overnight tonight. You might be familiar with these maps I use. If I come back over here, I'll just show you an example of this. The storm outlook, you see the yellow color is an elevated risk, and this is tomorrow's threat. But here is tonight's threat, which again is different. That yellow polygon, that yellow shaded region, is over our area for a 5% tornado risk overnight. So we have an elevated tornado risk, and 5% doesn't sound all that high, but on any normal given day, our tornado risk is about 0.2 to 0.4%. So this is about 5 to 10 times higher than we typically see for our region, and it's not that good, seeing as it might try to spin something up overnight tonight. So we're gonna have to watch these storms closely. I'll be watching them closely here. I don't know if I'm actually able to move my computer so I can show you, but I don't know if you can see that. I do have a little bed area set up over here in the corner of my room, not my room, but at the weather studio. My room's on the other side of the apartment, and Brian is not a fan of listening to me wake up at 1 or 2 to do this, but I do have stuff set up in here, so I can get some sleep. But I will be with you all night tonight watching this. This is going to be something we need to watch tonight. We get a break tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon is going to be very active. But I'll be here with you to keep you ahead of all of it. I highly recommend following other social media accounts of mine to supplement coverage. All updates will be on Facebook, but they will also be all over on Twitter at JB_weather, on Instagram at JBweather, YouTube JBweather, or youtube.com/JBweather, and the website JBweather.net. Use all the tools you can to get my updates, because we know that some social media, or many social media platforms, will limit what you can see, how frequently you see them, and we don't need to get into that discussion, but we know that those biases exist. So just have additional ways to get my information to keep you ahead of these storms. But I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Thank you for staying tuned to JB Weather. A little bit of a surprise update, but we will continue to watch all this as we have several storms to our south and west that currently are trying to produce severe weather. The highest tornado risk is in this red polygon right now. Tornado watch here till 3. Tornado warnings in pink. But we see that this tornado risk in the yellow area will expand into our region between midnight and 4 a.m. In the meantime, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Stay weather aware, stay safe, and keep it tuned right here to JB Weather for the latest information.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.